One of the top questions we get when clients come to us is, what platform should I be on? And let me tell you, the answer is not all of them. There are clues in the nature of your business, target demographic, and more that tell you exactly what platform you need to be on if you know what to look for. I'm Brandy with Life Marketing, the digital marketing agency with a mission to help small businesses grow. And today I'm going to tell you what those clues are and where to advertise online if you want to increase revenue. So let's look at clue number one, the nature of your business. Is your product or service something that people search for when they need it or want it, or not really? Let me give you a few examples. If you're a plumber, people probably call you when they need you, right? They don't wait to see an ad from you to think, oh yeah, I guess I could fix that leak that's been going on for weeks and has been flooding our literal whole entire house. No, of course they don't. They call you when they need you. Whereas if you run an e-commerce store and sell clothing, for example, unless someone is looking for something specific like a prom dress, they're probably not Googling ivory floral puffer vest. But if they see that on your page and buy into the brand and the feeling that you're selling, then they might buy it. If what you offer is something that people search for when they need it, you definitely need to be advertising on Google. You can take it a step further to confirm this by going to Google's free keyword planner and looking at how often people search keywords or search queries related to your business. This is called the search volume of keywords. You can type in some keywords and see how often people are searching them a month. And if you see people search for what you offer a lot, then make sure you're appearing at the top of those search results with Google Ads. And the great thing about Google Ads is you only pay when they click. That's why it's also called PPC, which stands for pay per click. The three main types of Google Ads for the sake of this video are search ads, which are the text ads that appear at the top of the search results as sponsored ads for designated keywords that you choose, display ads, which are visual and show up across thousands of websites within Google's ad network and are great for retargeting your website visitors to follow them across the web. And then you have shopping ads that allow users to shop and scroll across different products right there within Google. Because like I mentioned earlier, if you're in e-commerce, that doesn't automatically mean that Google Ads are not for you. It just depends on whether the type of product you offer is one that gets searched a lot or not. So if people search for your product or service every month, start advertising on Google. If they don't, let's look at clue number two, which is your target demographic. If they're not on Google searching for your product, then where are they? You need to advertise on the social media platform that they spend the most time on. With over 3 billion monthly active users, Facebook is still the largest platform of them all. So as a result, no matter what your business is or who your target demo is, you're going to find them on Facebook. At the same time, Facebook still has, in my opinion, the most evolved and helpful advertising platform for business owners of all the social media platforms, allowing you to advertise on Facebook and Instagram from the same place. So when you put those two things together, I would argue that if you're going to advertise on social media, you need to at least be on Facebook. The question is, do you need to be on other platforms too? So let's rapid fire through some of the other major platform stats to figure that out real quick. First, we got Instagram, 2 billion monthly active users. Largest age group that uses Instagram is 18 to 24 at 30.8%. Gender distribution is pretty even at 48.2 female and 51.8 male. An average time spent per day by a user on the app is 33.1 minutes. TikTok, we have 1.7 billion monthly active users. Largest age group that uses it is 18 to 24 again. Gender distribution is pretty even again as well, 49.2% female, 50.8% male. And the average time spent per day by a user is 53.8 minutes. So we're seeing significantly more time being spent on TikTok than any of the other apps so far. X, formerly known as Twitter, has 368 million monthly active users. Largest age group that uses it is 25 to 34. Gender distribution leans more towards males at 63% with females at 37%. And the average time per day on it is 34.1 minutes. LinkedIn has 1 billion members. Largest age group that uses it is 25 to 34 at 60%. Gender distribution is pretty even with 43.7% female, 56.3% male. And when it comes to usage, 69% of users use the platform daily and 15% use it several times a week. Then lastly, we have Pinterest with 498 million monthly active users. Largest age group is 25 to 34. Gender distribution is predominantly female, and average time spent per day is 14.2 minutes. So we're seeing that a lot of these have the same age groups that use them the most. That's going to be Gen Z, Millennials, and Gen X. With the exception of X and Pinterest, genders are pretty evenly distributed, and with the exception of TikTok, Most of them get used for about a half hour a day or less. If there's anything immediately noticeable to you from this information, such as the fact that if you only market to men and Pinterest doesn't have many male users, etc., make note of that. Everything we just listed is surface level demographic information, but if there's anything in there that's already a red flag to you, go ahead and rule out that platform now. The next thing I want to look at is how users interact with brands on those platforms. Instagram and TikTok are by far where brands get the most consumer engagement. It's where consumers actually enjoy following brands because of the nature of the content that's put out. They get to watch reels and TikToks that are funny and packed with value, and they get instant access to you via comments and DMs. As a result, putting advertising dollars behind your organic content on those platforms can be explosive in a good way, in a great way. I would only test out Pinterest ads if your target audience is predominantly female and you have beautiful aesthetic product ads that you can run that visually blend in with the platform. And I would only run LinkedIn or X ads if you just specifically already have a large cult following on there that you can tap into. Otherwise, you're better off running Facebook ads. Now, the last clue is budget. How much you're able to spend in advertising every month will impact which ad platform you choose to use. Google ads are direct and usually yield high intent leads and customers as a result, but they are generally pricier than social media ads. They take a lot to sustain for a long time. So if you have a smaller budget, Facebook ads may be your answer for now until you start generating a larger income and can venture out into Google ads or other platforms as well. And if you need help calculating what your marketing budget should be, you can watch this video right here.